we find the Gemara in Erevin Daf Nun Daled. It says like this. It says like this. Chash v'gufo. A person, I'm Rabbi Shua ben Levi. Chash b'roisho yasik b'Torah. A person has pain in his head. You should learn Torah. It's a little bit hard to understand because seemingly if you have pain in your head, you should rest, take a break, lie down. But that's what it says, yasik b'Torah. And we bring a pasuk, Levias Chein, the Rosh Chash b'groina. Your throat hurts, yasik b'Torah. Shnamar v'hanakim l'gronecha. Chash b'meyav, your stomach hurts, yasik b'Torah. Refuti b'secha, chash b'atzavos. Tzmoisav, your bones hurt, yasik b'Torah. Chash b'kol gufo yasik b'Torah, l'kol b'sar marpeh. So we see whatever part of your body feels pain, then a cure is to learn Torah. A cure is to learn Torah. And again, it seems a little antithetical because, especially with your head, that if I'm in tremendous pain in my head, or in my case, in my tooth, I feel excruciating pain after root canal surgery. So, how will it help me to learn Torah? Right? How is that going to work, practically speaking? So we know that there are four worlds. There's a world of Atzilus, there was a world of Abriya, there's a world of Yetzira, and there's a world of Asiya. And these worlds are not physical worlds. Asiya is a physical world. But the other worlds of Atzilus, Bria, and Yetzira, they're spiritual worlds. And in fact, the Sfarim teach us that when a person davens in Karbanos, he's in Atzia. When he gets to Pesukei Zimra, he's in Yetzira. When you arrive at Birkas Krishma and Shema, then you're in Bria. And when you get to Shemon Esrei, you're in the world of Atzilus. Right? They're spiritual worlds, and they're contingent on recognition of Hashem. The higher we have recognition of Hashem, the higher the world that we're in. And when we only can experience pain in the world of Asiya. That's where we feel pain. The moment that we raise ourselves up to a different plane of existence, so we are not prone to feel that pain anymore, because in that world is a spiritual world, and we will be elevated to a place where there is no pain. Now, it's not so easy because you don't necessarily, not every person who sits down and learns Torah is necessarily going to be elevated to a higher world. It says Yasuk Patura. Yasuk Patura is Askus, we know from the Gemara in Sanhedrin, right? Ma Yas Adam Vinitzel. What can a person do to save himself from the pains of Mashiach? It says a person should be Yasuk B'Torah Gemilas Chasadim. Isaskus, as we said before, means a person's whole essence has to be thrown into it. A person's whole essence has to be thrown into Torah and Gemilas Chasadim, and then he'll be saved from Chevli Mashiach. It's the same story, because Chevli Mashiach can only affect somebody who's in Asiya. It won't affect somebody who's in Yetzirah, Bria, or Atzilus. And this is really a very major principle that we should keep in mind, especially when we're chash barosho. And I know that right after my dental surgery, I had to give a shiur, and I was wondering maybe I should cancel it. I'm in so much pain. But the truth is that as I was giving the shiur, I didn't feel even the slightest drop of pain, because that's Yasik B'Torah. Chash B'Roisha Yasik B'Torah. A person can free themselves of pain by elevating themselves to a completely, totally different place where there is no pain. And it's not automatic. It's his askus B'Torah. It's actually the bracha we make every day. I'm not sure about Sfardim. I know at least Ashkenazim. La'asik b'divrei Torah. La'asik b'divrei Torah is that to be osik in it. Chavetz Chaim says asik is the same word that's used by a person's business. When a person has a business, they put their entire being into it in order that their business should be successful and profitable. And Torah is the biggest business in the world. We have to really invest a lot to be successful in Torah. We have to invest our time and effort and attention and all of our energy, at least when we're learning. So this is something for us to keep in mind. Those of us who are in great pain, like myself right now, and even as I say this year, so my mind is beginning to get elevated, especially on such a holy place here at the Kosel, and connect to the Shekhinah. When you connect to the Shekhinah, there's no pain. When a person connects to the Shekhinah, you don't feel pain anymore because you're in a different place, you're in a different world, right? And the Arizal explains that every single limb of a person's body has a manifestation in the upper worlds. And when a person is able to connect to these higher worlds, then you don't have to feel pain. Of course, it's not so simple, and it's not without exception, right? It's still possible. There's serious cases, and not there are people who are able. My cousin, who was the shamish of Yisrael, Elia Hagoyin Hatzadik, Yisrael A. Weintraub, said that he once had an operation and with no anesthesia. How did he do it? He just thought about Aleinu L'Shabeach. Right? And it was quite a serious operation. They cut him open, and he didn't need any anesthesia because he was just focused on Aleinu L'Shabeach. This is a very, very poignant example of how a person can elevate himself beyond the threshold of this world and escape all pain by being connected to spiritual worlds. I wouldn't try it myself. I think that you need to be somebody as great as Rabbi Weintraub for this to happen. But we could all use it in our lives, each person according to their ability, as the Gemara tells us, to be yasik b'Torah. If we're suffering, we feel a lot of pain, and I'm not saying not to take Optalgin. I have a whole bottle over here of Optalgin. I've been using it quite a lot here, but it's not enough. We also need to be osik in Torah, right? If you really want the shorish, the root of the pain, right? The Optalgin will help us in Anesthia, but if you want to be able to get to the pain in its roots and really get above the pain, then the way to do that is this askus b'Torah. So let's each and every one of us should try according to our abilities to be osik in Torah, and Hashem should grant us the tranquility and the removal of all our pain. Amen. Kain. T.A. Ratzon.